Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can hear what's going on behind us. They picked this morning to clean our parking lot. So if you hear that, I'm very sorry. But welcome. We are going to be making some holographic stickers this morning. And in with this, if you've never used holographic sticker paper, this is going to be great for you. But if you are new to sticker making, or are rusty with sticker making, I am basically going to break it down to the basics for you all. We're going to start with looking at PNG versus SVG, which you might want to use for the sticker making process. I'm going to teach you how to make an offset if you don't already know how to do that, and talk to you about why you would want an offset. And answer any questions that you might have about Print Then Cut, our membership, any and all of those questions. So I'm excited to get this started, and I'm happy to see 22 of you here so far. But I'm looking to see if I see any names that I don't. Welcome. This is your first time coming to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks, and I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. And Miss Rachel, who is my producer for today, is also an owner and craft educator here. Rach, do you have anything you'd like to tell the people?
Hi.
Yeah?
Becca never tells you the weather, so I will.
Okay, yes.
It is 79 right now. The high today is 86. What is the weather in your neck of the woods? I love hearing about how hot you guys are or how cold you guys are. I don't think anybody's cold right now, though. Let me know.
Yes.
Good to hear from you all.
Kat says you all need to just stand there and look pretty for a minute at the beginning. I watched the ad and missed the conversation. That's a great idea, Kat. Maybe we could do a little song and dance for you at the beginning of each live.
Can we?
But they won't want to miss it. They'll skip the ad.
Oh, we can't have that.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do something boring.
Okay, who here has already worked with holographic sticker paper? Let me know. This particular brand of holographic sticker paper, I think it was Beth, told us about. So we ordered it. I cannot pronounce it. I'm very sorry. It is UOKHO. Uoko.
That was a good shot there, yeah.
Thank you. But I don't even know that this is available on Amazon anymore. Rach, remind me, it is available.
At one point,
at one point we went back to look for it and it wasn't there, or the packaging was different.
Gone. Yeah.
There are lots of different holographic sticker papers. This one claims to be waterproof. It is not. And let's talk about that for just a second, because I also had a member private message and ask about the best way to make decals, printable decals for the car. And the answer is with an inkjet printer. Very sorry, that's very loud. I'm quite positive you can hear that.
Not much.
Okay. The answer is that with inkjet printers that you have at home, you really can't make stickers that will be UV resistant and water resistant. It's just not in the property of inkjet printers. The ink is going to fade. It's going to smear. Now, there are papers that help with that. There are laminate covers that help with that, but I personally have used a ton. I'm not saying I've used them all. There may be one somewhere that I have not stumbled across or researched, but most will pretty quickly fade or run.
Yeah.
So the fact that this says it's waterproof is very laughable. We've actually tested it. As soon as you put water on it, it starts to run. And also, if the ink didn't run, this is a paper product. It's going to separate. There's like a film on it that separates from the bottom layers.
It's like a holographic piece of paper with a little strip of film on it that can absorb a little bit of ink, basically.
So don't think, this is great sticker paper. I would put it on my laptop. I would put it on a tumbler even that I was just going to hand wash really quickly. I would not put it on an outdoor something. I would not put it on something that I was going to stick in the dishwasher to wash. However, I haven't tried this. I'm wondering if you could resin on top of it. That may be something that we try for you all, if there's interest in that.
My only thing is, since it still is paper, I'm afraid that before the resin could cure, it would start to seep into that paper material. But again, that's why we're going to test it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how
Because
it
the
goes.
Zakoto does great with resin.
It sure does.
So I'm curious.
Yeah.
So for today, we have our inkjet printer. For those of you looking for a new printer or a printer at all to get started with Print Then Cut projects, I want to encourage you to look for at least one thing. And when you're looking for I would say two things. One would be that the ink is reasonably priced to replace, because you're going to go through ink. If you're doing a lot of Print Then Cut, you don't want to spend a ton of money. When our ink, we looked on Monday for the Prime and it was like $33 to refill. Rach, how often do you think that we refill this? Every 4 to 6 months. It's really not that frequently.
Use it all the time.
But the number one thing that I want to encourage you to look for when you're looking for a printer for Print Then Cut is to look for one that has a rear feeding tray or slot, because the Print Then Cut products that you're likely going to be using are pretty thick, and if it's only a bottom loading tray, a lot of times it will get stuck. Lots of jams, very annoying. You don't want to deal with that. So go ahead, save yourself some heartache and grab this.
Most materials we use do not like to be placed in the bottom tray.
No.
Most of them are either flimsier or a funny type of material. They need to just float right on through from that rear loading tray.
Yeah.
And Susan says, can any printer print out a metallic look? So we're not printing it, we're printing it on metallic paper.
Yeah, and I'll show you on the well, you can see right here.
Oh yeah.
The paper itself is metallic. The sticker paper itself is metallic, not the ink. The ink is not going to have any effect on that. Yes, Rachel?
Miss Tricia says, I have a confession. I've had my Cricut for 5 years and I've never done a Print Then Cut or stickers or anything. She says, I need to bite the bullet and do it. I'm just afraid.
Oh, don't be afraid. Here's why you shouldn't be afraid. If you want to test out Print Then Cut before you use a sticker paper or something like that that's a little more expensive, grab a cheap piece of copy paper that might be 0.01 cents a sheet. Print out on it, cut out on your machine, and test it out that way. In fact, if you have never used Print Then Cut, you've never calibrated your machine, and you just want to test it out, I do recommend that you do it on something like a random piece of copy paper so that you're not wasting materials, because you may need to calibrate your machine before you go through the process of creating really great stickers. But you can do this.
Trisha, when you do it once, you'll be like, I have been scared for 5 years over nothing.
It's a game changer.
It's addictive.
Game changer.
It's amazing.
In fact, my favorite thing to do with my Cricut is Print Then Cut. Whether that's Print Then Cut cards, whether it's Print Then Cut stickers, I love Print Then Cut.
It opens so many doors for so many other things.
Yes.
And we have another friend here that says, the rear feeding tray has made my life so much easier. I was trying to use my HP printer that did not have a rear loading tray, and it was a nightmare.
Yes.
We understand that rear loading tray does make a huge difference.
But anyway, we are also here to walk hand in hand with you. So, flock members, if there's anything that you have always been wanting to try and have been scared to do that, that's one great thing about our community. That's one of the benefits of the membership here at Oak and Lamb, is our community as a resource, is us leaders as a resource. If you get in the middle of trying something new like Print Then Cut and you are stuck, or something is not coming out like you think it should, or whatever the scenario is, it is so easy to take a quick screenshot of what's going on, take a picture of the outcome that you weren't happy with, post it in the group, ask for advice, and I'm telling you, probably within minutes, you're going to have at least some advice. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't know of any problem that wasn't a software related issue that Cricut just had to deal with that has not been resolved, that's been addressed. I really don't know of one.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
For sure.
So it's just one reason why we love membership here at Oak and Lamb. It's one reason why members love membership here at Oak and Lamb. So Rachel has shared this fun link over here with you all. I've added a QR code for those of you who are watching on a computer or TV or whatever. You can just grab your phone, pull up your camera, and then scan that QR code, and it automatically brings up the monthly member checkout page. Don't forget to use the code FUN, F-U-N, for $10 off that first month, which makes your first month with Oak and Lamb $9.99. So scan the code. If you don't want to scan the code, just go to our website, which Rachel is probably sharing or is in the description below for you all, and click that link as well.
And we have a question.
Let's hear the question.
Miss Robin, this is a fantastic question. Is there a trick to keeping your Cricut calibrated? I feel like mine needs it every time I go to do print and cut.
The trick is not to let Rachel hold it and drop it.
Stop! Oh my
Actually,
God.
it's still calibrated pretty well, and Rachel did help our Explorer have a really fun trip.
It was my sweaty hands, guys.
Slip.
They struck again.
Yeah, yeah. But that is a good question. I think it's machine related. A lot of machines don't ever have to be calibrated. Mine at home, for the first, I would say, year and a half that I used it, I never calibrated it.
Now, I need to say, I think it also has to do with how much you move your machine.
Yes.
If yours stays in one spot, you might not ever have to calibrate it.
Yeah.
But if you're moving it from a table to, like if you don't have a craft room, so you're moving it from your kitchen to your closet or what have you, the more you jostle the machine, the more you're going to need to calibrate it. But like Becca said, sometimes the machines themselves are, well, we've had several over that. We've probably honestly crafted with over 40 Cricuts, to be honest. 40 different machines. And some of them would not stay calibrated no matter what we did. I don't know why.
Yeah. Some of them we could never actually get calibrated to my standards.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, knock on wood, both of our machines that we have here now, I have gotten calibrated really nicely, and my maker, my just regular maker that I have at home, I've gotten calibrated nicely. And I think it is honestly just a matter of sticking with it. It's not something that you want to be in a rush, in a hurry to do, because a lot of times you have to do it several times, and there is a step at the very end that says, are you happy with your cut? It tells you to unload your mat. It says, are you happy with your cut? Here's the problem. If you unload the mat before you say if you're happy with your cut or not, then that screen goes away. It's the weirdest thing. It's like a glitch. I don't unload my mat at the very, very, very end when it says to. I put, yes, I'm happy with it, or no, I'm not happy with it, and then unload. Because if you hit no, I'm unhappy with it, then it starts this process again. And I guess kind of starts calibrating from what your last choices were for the lateral and vertical cut lines. And so that is very, very important. I don't know why it does that. It drives me absolutely crazy. But once I figured that specific step out, don't unload and then hit that, I've been able to calibrate my machines, honestly, to almost perfection. So if you are having trouble with print and cut, if your print and cut just doesn't really look stellar, definitely calibrate your machine. We do have a video on that. Check it out if you need assistance with that. Are there any questions?
Miss Jessa has a fantastic question about membership.
Yeah.
She said, I signed up for yearly a few weeks ago. Do I need to cancel my monthly membership, or is that automatic?
It's automatic. Yes.
Which is great.
Yeah. It automatically cancels out that monthly. Great question.
Shirley said, get out of my head. Listen, Shirley, if you're that much of an amazing crafter that you know what I'm going to say, then, that's fine.
I love it. I love it. Girls, I got an early birthday present. I got the roll and a play that oh my gosh, means a lot to me. Debbie, that is amazing.
Get you some water.
I'm going to get some coffee. What's the roll that you got? That's super exciting, Miss Debbie.
I'm so glad that you got that roll. When is your birthday? What day is your birthday? Let me know, Debbie.
It's this month. Today is a very special day. I've not even talked about it yet. Today is my daddy's birthday. Happy birthday, Daddy. I know he's not watching because he chose today to change out his water heater at home. Happy birthday.
I said when Becca told me that, I was like, what a fun day.
He has a weird history of choosing interesting things to do on his birthday. For instance, one day, this is going to be a really quick story. One day, Anna was having issues at her house with plumbing, and he went to help fix it, and for whatever reason, thought it would be a good idea. And my dad is very smart and very handy. Let me just say all of this. He can fix anything he wants to, literally anything. And the pipe thing, opened it up, toilet water with all of the good stuff all over him on his birthday. Twice. He did it twice that day. 2 times. Yes. Anyway, happy birthday, Dad. Also, today is the anniversary of Fallon's adoption. Her adoption was finalized 5 years ago today, and so we love to celebrate that. We got her a fun cake. We'll be going to a baseball game a little bit later. Anyway, if there are no other questions about, I guess, anything that we've talked about, the other thing really quickly that we need for this project is a mat. I'm just using a light grit mat. You can also use standard grit. And then I'm using my Explorer Air 2. You can use any machine that you can do print and cut with. If you have a Joy, that is the only machine that you have. It is not marketed as a machine that is compatible with print and cut. However, we have a video that will help you hack that. Check out the video. If you need help finding it, let us know. Otherwise, just Google here, or not Google, search here on the page, Cricut Joy Print and Cut.
Yeah.
It'll come up. It will change your life if you only have a Joy.
Or if you want it, I can link it. Just let me know.
Yes.
Let me know.
Okay.
And Kate is saying that the Cricut software has been having some issues with print and cut.
Okay.
And customer service is telling her to buy a new machine. That's rough. Is anyone else
It's an interesting marketing ploy, though.
Yeah. Is anyone else having this issue? I would like to get to the bottom of that for sure.
I hope there's no issues because we have a ton of sticker pages left to do for Saturday.
We sure do. Only 3.
Did we get 10 done, or did we get 11 done? I thought we only got 9 done.
How many did we need to do?
14.
I think we might have got 11 done.
Okay.
I'll have to Anyways.
Sorry. We're having our conversation right here in front of you.
About the lemonade stand.
Miss Shirley says, link it, please.
I'm on it.
Please know I love that today is Fallon's adoption anniversary. Miss Linda loves it. Today's your anniversary, Fallow.
Thank you.
They're all saying happy adoption anniversary, Fallow. Thank you. Okay, so while we are getting ready to start, let's go over to the website. We're going to go to the Oak and Lamb website really quickly, and we're going to download a file that we'll use today. Yes, Miss
I can't
Rachel.
see your computer.
Oh, nice. Let me know. You let me know.
Okay. I just linked that video for you all. There it is.
Okay. So over on the website, let's go find a cut file. And I'm going to look specifically for a cut file that is PNG and SVG because I want to talk a little bit about this for you all. What file type you might want if you are looking for sticker graphics. I'm going to do this Top Knot Mom one.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is a good one, yeah. You can use a PNG or SVG or JPEG for print and cut stickers. So let's grab this one really quickly. I think I'm already logged in, so I should be able to download it. We will download. And then, as soon as it finishes right here, I'll pop it up. This particular one actually has 2 PNGs and a SVG. I know because I created the file and I remember. So here they are. You can see right here, PNG and SVG. So let's make this a little bit bigger here. One of them has a little bit of a background kind of watercolory effect, which I do like. And then this one is plain, but you see the gradient in the hair. And then this one, this is an SVG. So you can see the difference in this file and this file. The reason that this SVG does not have a gradient is because SVGs are vector-based images and PNGs are pixel-based images. So when you save an SVG, each layer can only be one color. It can't have a gradient like the PNG based one. So if you download a file like this and the PNG has even some texture looking like a glitter effect or a metal effect or tie-dye or something like that, the SVG version will never have those same effects. It just is not possible. So if you are into sublimation, if you are wanting to make some really cute shirts that have like leopard print or the tie-dye or the different textures that I just mentioned, then you're going to want to look for PNG or JPEG versions of the file. However, the benefit of having an SVG file like this one is that we can change the color. So really quickly, let's go over into Design Space and we'll upload these graphics, and then we're going to talk about this for just a second. So when we're uploading a PNG image, we're going to choose complex as the option. When we do that, it just helps, it makes the image have more detail and whatnot. So if I were to choose this simple high contrast color and transparent or monochromatic, see how it changed this right here? The gradient is no longer there. It's more of a, I don't even know what to call that, color blocking. So we're going to choose the complex.
Words are hard.
Because it looks better. So we'll press continue, and then we can, if we wanted to at this point, remove part of it, remove the background if there were one, but I don't need to do anything. So we'll just press apply and continue. And then I want to choose print then cut. Now, if I only have a PNG and I wanted to maybe cut this out of vinyl, I wanted to kind of make this a silhouette and this part a different color, I could do that by hitting the cut image. It would just look like this, and then I would have to choose which parts I want cut out of what vinyl. So that is an option. However, it's not going to do print then cut very well. So we'll choose this right here. We'll press upload, and then I'm going to choose the SVG and upload the SVG. So upload images, grab this one here, and then press upload. Now I'll select both of the graphics and I'll add them to the canvas here. And what I like to try to do, if I have an image that would have skin tone options or something like that, it would be, we want to be all inclusive here at Oakenland. We clearly love people with different skin colors, different hair textures, and all of those fun things. But creating PNGs and SVGs with all of those different options would take forever. So when we create an image like this, that's why I like to include an SVG form of it so that you can change the color to whatever you want. So for instance, if I wanted to make this and it looked like Fallon, then I would select the hair layer right here, come over, and then change the color. Her hair is almost black. It's probably more like that. There we go. Change the color to almost black, and then I want to change this skin color by selecting the layer right here, or I could have selected it here, and changing the skin color. Now, skin colors, in my opinion, are difficult to just sort of choose in an advanced type of art or hex code system or something like that. So like just selecting a color, kind of making it skin color. A lot of times it turns out gray or orange or something like that. One hack that I love is to come into Illustrator and create a color palette, because Illustrator has in here a library of color swatches. So there are themes of colors like nature, metal, kids things, and there is one that is skin tones. So I can choose skin tones in a wide variety of colors, create a color palette like we have talked about before, and then save this as an SVG and pull it into Design Space. Once I do that, then I could easily select colors. In fact, I may have a skin tone one saved really quickly. Let me look. Hold on. Where are my color palettes? Skin tone. Yeah, here it is. Let me pull it in. upload. So this is what it would look like when I do that. Oh, where'd it go? Come back up here. Why it doesn't want to come in? There we go. So I'll upload it just like I would a regular SVG with all of the fun layers. And then what I can easily do at that point is select the skin layer or the flesh layer, whatever you want to say. And then come up here and select from the skin tones at this point. So that's just a little hack that I like. Fallon's coloration is difficult because she's a little more orangey than Beckett, but if you get a more orangey color, then it starts to look orange. It's very interesting.
Listen, skin tones are tricky.
I mean,
very tricky.
Not just darker skin tones, like whites are, because I'm super pink, but if I put too much pink in it, then I look pink.
Right.
It's very interesting. Skin tones are difficult. That's why I like to have a color palette like this that I like. Okay, so once I'm finished with all of that, then I can delete it. I don't necessarily need it anymore, but if I wanted to use this one for Print Then Cut, it's still very easy to do that. You can see this PNG over here is already ready for Print Then Cut. I just have to size it. This one is not though. What I need to do to change this from SVG with cut layers to be ready for Print Then Cut is to select all of the layers and then come to the bottom right hand section where it says flatten, and then I'm going to press flatten, and look right here what happens. I change from basic cut to one layer that is ready for Print Then Cut. I love SVGs. Like I said, if I am not trying to use an image that has a specific texture or pattern or something like that, I will always choose SVG over PNG because it's more versatile. Now, I'm going to save one of these as is and cut it out without an offset. I'm going to delete this one.
And we have a quick question.
Okay.
Unrelated, but
Yeah.
Rocky Top Heart says, can you please remind me the company that made our lifelike photos that we use for?
Yeah, we've had a couple of questions about that, and unfortunately I can't recommend the people who did our lifelike photos because we had really great interactions with them the first couple of times, and then Anna did one for her and Mark, and it went so south it was not even funny.
It's like there's different artists.
Yes.
And
basically what ended up happening is I had to, because Anna's not quite as mean as me in a nice way.
Yeah.
So I sent them a nicely worded message, several actually.
I bet it was so sweet.
It was very sweet.
Oh,
and encouraged them to do the right thing. And then we filed a report with Etsy and fighting back and forth, and it ended up getting her money. And we cannot find the seller on Etsy anymore. So I'm thinking they're just getting taken down and then like coming back with new accounts. So unfortunately cannot recommend them. However, I am looking for another company and will share that if I have a good experience with them. Great question. Okay, so right now, if I leave this as is, when it prints out and cuts, all of this is going to be cut out separately instead of as one piece. I'm gonna leave it so that if that's confusing to you, you will actually be able to see what I'm talking about. It will be a nightmare, but I'm gonna do it for you. This one I'm going to create an offset with because I want it to be a sticker that comes off in one piece instead of several pieces. So super, super easy to create an offset. This is one of the things that Cricut Design Space has really stepped it up with in the last, God, has it been a year? Has it been a year for offset? We used to have to do, I used to have to pull the image into Illustrator, create an offset there, save it as a SVG, import it into Illustrator, and do it that way. But now you can do it straight here, and it's amazing. So I'm just gonna come up to offset, and I just like a very small offset. I don't like it to take up too much around. And you get a little preview right here of what that offset is gonna look like. Once I like the preview, I'm going to press apply. Now I want to change the color of it just by coming up here and selecting white. I prefer white offsets. The problem now is though, I can't really see this offset because my grid is also white. So what I want to do is come up to blank, actually first of all, let's get rid of this grid. Did you see what I pushed right here to get rid of the grid? You can cycle through the different sizes or completely get rid of it. Now to change the canvas color, I'm just going to press this right here and then come up where it says color, and I'm going to change the color to gray so I can see what I'm doing. Now I can see that offset better. Now, this sticker, if I left the offset as is still gonna cut all of this right here out. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is select this layer, and you can see contour is not available as an option. That's because right now it is selected as a print then cut layer. So what I need to do is change that layer under operations from print then cut to basic cut. When I do that, the contour option pops up. So I'm going to select contour. I want to hide all contour so that all of these pieces sort of fill in, and then I'm not going to have to cut out, or the Cricut's not going to have to cut out all of those pieces. Now I can go and change this offset layer back to white. And then I need to flatten again. You see there's two separate layers. So just once again, select both and flatten. Now, once I size these, I am ready to click make it. So let's go ahead and size these. The print and cut restrictions are 6.75 by 9.25 for each individual sticker. Now, you will notice in just a second when I click make it that the print and cut area, they have enlarged. You are able to fit more on a page than you used to be able to, but each individual graphic can still only be 6.75 by 9.25 or smaller. There's a lot of confusion about that going around right now. That fact still, as of today, remains to be true. So let's make this, let's make it 4 inches. We'll make this one 4 inches. And then we're going to click make it. Now, what I meant earlier about being able to make your, basically fit more on here, if I had done 4 of these, then I could probably fit them over here. See how when I move these around, it makes the print and cut area bigger? I can, I thought you could duplicate from here, you can't. But if I had these on separate pages, I could move them over, move them around so that more would fit on a page if I wanted to do that. So that's where the confusion comes in when people are like, no, you can print bigger than 6.75 by 9.25. You can print the area, you can't print the graphic. Hopefully that's clear for everyone. So let's go ahead and press continue. And then we are going to send to our printer. It's connecting here, but it will do that. Go ahead and send to our printer. I want to add bleed, leave the add bleed on option. Since I have a white offset, that's not really important, but I just like to get in the habit of doing that so that all of my print and cuts look really good. It's not gonna hurt it to have it on. I will also press use system dialog box, and that is one of the most important steps with print and cut. Click that use system dialog box toggle and then press print. Underneath design space, you will have to minimize design space, and then your print dialog box will come up. You'll increase your print quality from normal to best. Select feed from rear tray because that's where I'll be loading my printable vinyl. And then I'm going to load my material and press print. So when we are loading our material,
I got the camera on you as well, my dear.
Amazing. When you're loading your material, you want to place your material in with the backing to the back of the printer. So this part is what's going to be printed on. We're going to close this, and when we close this, it asks us to basically register the material. It wants us to, this is on our printer, a Canon Pixma. It wants us to register this material and make sure that it is a letter size and make sure that it is set on the correct printer or paper type setting. For instance, this is a glossy material, so I don't want it to be on a plain paper setting. I want it to be on a glossy material setting. Yes, Rachel.
Miss Linda wants to know why you chose to leave bleed on.
Great question. So if your machine is not 100% amazing calibrated.
Sorry, I dropped the Cricut. My fault.
Go to the overhead for a second.
Can do.
This one is cut out perfectly. It looks amazing. See how these right here have, like, there's white over here and it's the kind of color is cut off right here. If you turn the add bleed option on, what's going to happen is this black outline that's right here will just be extended, or this color will be extended, and whatever the outer colors of the image will be extended. And so when your machine cuts, it gives a little bit of leeway for an improperly calibrated machine. You're likely not going to see this white. You would just see some extra color, which looks better in my opinion. So a lot of people don't use the add bleed option. That's completely up to you. It's just my recommendation to use it. Great question. Okay, so I have my printer on. I have registered it. We'll go ahead and print this out. When you increase the print quality from normal to best, it does slow down the print process. So don't expect a super speedy printout when you do that, but it really does help with the quality of your images. It will eliminate, if you're printing and having lines through your printout, it's probably because you have, one, either not increased your print quality, or two, you need to clean your print header. So that's where I start. If there are lines, I'm like, oh, did I forget? Or maybe I need to clean the print head.
We need to make a Print Then Cut troubleshooting video like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Demonstrating all that good
Absolutely.
stuff. Which we do have some really fun titles for you guys in the works that you're probably going to
Yes.
love. So fun things happening here at Oak and Lamb.
I feel like I've talked turbo speed for the last 10 minutes. What's going on?
So we have a question from Miss Crystal Ann.
Okay.
Have you ever done easy peel stickers where you would kiss cut the top layer and add a larger offset that would go through the bottom layer?
I have not. I have not.
Not yet, at least.
But I'm thinking, because all you would have to do, I've never done it. I've never even seen it done, but all you would have to do is create the offset twice, even,
Right.
so it just cuts it twice, and then leave the one as a one cut. That would be really nice. I like that idea. That's a good video, Rach. Thanks, Crystal Ann. Yeah, so what the crap is wrong with my printer? Or what the crap is wrong with my Print Then
Cricut,
Cut?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This,
Hang on, let me go overhead.
look at this.
I love it.
Now, okay, really quickly, this is supposed to look like this. You are not going to have a super, super, super vibrant image on holographic paper. I mean,
It's
look,
not white.
this is dark. It's
Yeah,
not white.
yeah.
Yeah. So when you're choosing images for holographic sticker paper, I personally like to try to stick to more neutral tones, and black especially looks really great on this, but whatever your preference is. So let's go ahead and place this on our mat in the top left-hand corner. And then I want to grab my brayer so that I can braid this down. Ooh, what did I pull out there?
Sounds like a Cricut weeder tool.
Okay. Now we are going to load this into our machine. And Rachel, remind me.
Yes, ma'am.
Did I not have to change the printer setting on this?
I don't believe so. Would you like me to check?
Yeah, for some reason I feel like I had to do it. Beth, if you're here, do you just use the regular printable vinyl material setting? I felt like it didn't cut through for some reason when I did that. Let me know. I can always do craft board too, so that it's not a kiss cut. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then you let me know, Beth, what you do for a kiss cut on this, if printable vinyl really does work. So craft board will go all the way through. It will go through the backing, which is my preference for stickers that I'm handing out. I want to go all the way through instead of just doing a kiss cut. Ooh, do we need to oil our machine? Did you hear that?
I did hear it.
Only trouble I have with these lives is I have squirrel issues and want to go create something when we are done instead of working. Same. A lot of times I get off lives and I want to craft instead of doing something that I'm supposed to. Like yesterday, I ended up making 4 more of those, not yesterday, Tuesday, 4 more of those swirl pins. Like I needed to do that, but I wanted to. I feel like a lot of times we get stuck in ruts with creativity and crafting that if you feel inspired to craft, you should probably do that.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Photo paper setting is what Debbie uses. Okay.
I looked it up on your other video. You use the printable vinyl setting.
Okay. So great. Printable vinyl setting does, and I did kiss cut it, right? With that. Or did it go all the way through?
I didn't look at that part. Sorry.
Either way, it's going to go through the sticker paper, which is what you want. It may or may not go through the backing. Has anyone ever tried a kiss cut on the back so it's easier to pop off the sticker? So Megan, if we have time and you all want to stick around after this, I'm going to try another fun hack that I've never tried. I don't know if it'll work or not.
We'll see.
We'll see. But I have a whole job, Becca. What would they say? I mean, I do, but still duty.
Work from home.
Oh, I can't really see.
It took me a minute to figure out what that meant.
Here's the thing. You know, they have mental health days. Maybe you need a mental health hour for crafting every day.
A mental health hour.
Yeah,
I
not
like
lunch.
That. I like that.
Yeah. When I do my Easy Peel stickers, I create an offset that is a basic cut, duplicate it 3 times, align center all the offsets in the sticker, and then attach it. Okay. So we should do 3 offsets, not 2, is what I'm hearing. So I'll try 3.
I'm sorry, Diana. That sounds like a very common problem. She said, every time I watch you ladies, I end up running off to Amazon to spend a bunch of money. We're sorry.
We should come with a disclaimer.
We should.
While this is cutting out, let's go back over into Design Space, and I'm going to prep the image. So I'll go to New Window, and wow, that's working really fast. New project.
Lightning speed.
Amazing. Good grief, that's slow. Let me see if I can just find the Oak and Lamb logo.
Debbie said, Becca, did you see Benzie Felt does crafting as a part of every staff meeting?
No, I love that.
That sounds amazing.
That's amazing. Okay, let's size this down here. And then what I'm going to do is create an offset as part of just the image or the sticker. So we'll create this offset. I just want a small one. Not that big. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I did earlier and contour this out. And then I'm going to change the color to white. What is this? Oh, it's eye. Why is it like square and weird? Well, you know I have to weld that together because it's going to get to me that it's not all one layer. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so now what I want to do to create that easy peel is just select my offset, and then I am going to, actually that's probably big enough right there, isn't it? Just a little bit bigger like that. And then
that is so cute.
And then I'm going to duplicate it. Maria says 3 times. So
3 times, okay.
Let's do it 3 times like Maria says. And I want to put all of these at the back. Again, I've never done this, so bear with me.
And Becca, just when you get a chance, Miss Robin said, how did you open a new Design Space? I know you can, but I'm afraid of messing it up while my machine is cutting.
Yeah, you just go to File and press New Window. Okay, so I have these 3 offsets, and I'm going to center them horizontally and vertically. And then I'll group them together so that they're easy to work with. So then I guess what I want to do is select this white offset and this, flatten them together. And then I want to select both of these, center them all. Do I need to change these to white or just attach them? We'll do white. I don't think it'll matter because they're just cut lines. They're not print and cut. But we'll change them to white. And then we'll attach them all together. Because I think if we don't attach them, then this might come over here and this would stay over here. And we don't want that. Let me know. Am I doing this right? Let's see. Let's make this smaller. Make it a little bigger. Okay. Now we'll click make it. I think it's going to work. I'm going to press continue and go ahead and print this one out. That certainly, we should have done that. We should have done that for the 100 stickers that we made for our lemonade patches. But we did it off. It'll be really easy to do that.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. It'll be easy peasy.
Okay, so I'm gonna print this out and then we'll cut it out too. But this one over here is already finished. So let's look at what is going on. So since I did craft board, it cuts all the way through. But remember when I said earlier, because we weren't using an offset, that it would cut all of this stuff individually? That's exactly what it did. And I can't tell you, I would say one of the biggest issues that people have with print and cut is they're like, it's cutting out everything individually. Why is it doing that? Well, you have to flatten it to something. And it can't be like, this is an offset that you flatten to this, but it's not attached to this. It has to be an offset that's covering everything, or else you'll still be in the same boat. So this is cute though. Thankfully this is big enough you could use this. I wouldn't really want to. Wait a minute. Rear tray. Okay. And then this one, it's just a lovely normal sticker. Are there any questions about anything, Rachel?
They love that you're crafting on the fly.
Well,
they love it.
It may or may not go well. We'll see. I feel like with all the guidance that I've gotten that we're going to have success.
Yeah.
It makes sense in my head, which
I'm excited to see.
isn't always a normal thing.
I'm excited to see.
Okay.
Did you finally throw that mat away yesterday, Becca?
I did not. Did you throw it away?
No. Is it hiding somewhere?
She's
We
right
need
there.
to throw it away. Oh Lord.
I'm becoming attached to her.
Oh, maybe we should name it and like put just hang it on the wall just
Like
for
frame
decor.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For decor purposes.
Yeah, I agree. This is almost finished printing out, and then we'll cut this one out and answer any questions. Actually, we can go ahead and answer any questions that you might have. You let me know.
Debbie, you're right. Getting the backing off of that, how it cuts separately, would not be very fun, no.
No, it's not. But since it's bigger, it's not as bad. One thing, and I wanted to try this. This is a great time because if it fails, it's great. I've seen people take, are we on the overhead?
Yeah.
I've seen people
No one
take
can see it, though.
their true control knife and, my gosh, who put the lid on this?
Not me.
And gently cut right here. So I'm not cutting the sticker, I'm just cutting the backing.
You are going to send these ladies into a tailspin, Becca.
And then, stop it.
Sweet. Did you cut through it at all?
I mean, it's not cut through. There's a mark, but that might just be the, like, I think it's just like where I put pressure on it.
Oh, I see.
That
Sweet.
is a game changer.
There you go.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that got brought up.
What was that noise you made? Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That's the noise that I make if I want a dog to look at me when I'm taking their picture.
Oh, yes. You've done that, I think, before.
Yeah.
What do you do for babies? Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Becca's got her great sounds.
Okay, so I'm going to use printable vinyl for this, and it should only cut one time here, which would just give us our kiss cut, and then it'll do 3 times, which will go through the back, which I honestly wonder if 2 would have been enough, but better safe than sorry here.
Switching it to you.
Okay.
And Miss Kimberly is so sweet, Becca. You're going to love this. She said, I have to say, I watch so many YouTube videos about the things that you teach specifically.
Yes.
And she says, we're the best teachers. Your explanations are so much better than others.
That is so sweet.
So sweet.
Thank you. I mean, we do get on fun little tangents that some people find annoying, and I get that. But we honestly, our goal here, number one, I think even over crafting is just to connect with you all, and because we want that connection too. It's not, I don't know. Would you say, Rach? Would you say that's even over crafting? Like, I want to craft. Obviously, that's what we're here for, but I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I love it. I love just the freedom to sort of go with however it feels that day, you know,
which is
based on
nice.
who's watching and how we're commenting and what needs to be learned. And because a lot of times we're crafting things that everyone has done over and over and over and over and over again. And so the explanation isn't needed quite as much.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So when people ask things or they throw out, you know, things like this, it's a way to do things you've never done with the support of people watching. And then if you fail, they learn and we learn. And if you don't fail, they learn and we learn.
Right.
I mean, either way, it's beneficial no matter what.
Yeah,
no matter
absolutely. But thank you. That is so sweet.
So sweet. Let me see. I don't want to miss any questions.
Jan Myers wondered how the Isaiah House campaign is going too. It is, that's a great question. For those of you who don't know, you've been living under a rock, or this is the first time that you've watched us. I'm going to unload this. I'll talk about this and then we'll go back to this. We're doing a lemonade stand this Saturday to benefit Isaiah 117 House, which is a organization that helps transition foster children from being removed to placement. So it's like a middleman for foster children. It's amazing. It's a fantastic organization. And all of Hamlin County, all of Jefferson County, which is a neighboring county here, will be hosting lemonade stands. Individual families, companies, churches will all have lemonade stands. And all of the benefit, or all the proceeds, everything that we bring in goes directly to Isaiah 117 House. And so we are very excited to get to have this opportunity to host the lemonade stand. There are 3 prizes that they will be awarding. One is Best Decorated Lemonade Stand, one is Best Tasting Lemonade, and one is Most Donations. And that is the one that I am most interested in. So I need your help. I need help with donations. As of right now, we haven't even started, and we have $850 in donations from you all.
Oh my gosh, I can't even.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you all are super, super generous. And so I want to encourage you, if foster care and children in need are something that is on your heart, there's probably a reason God has put that on your heart. And if you don't know how to participate, if you can't foster, if you can't go and volunteer, if you can't do things that way, then even a $10 donation is amazing and helps. It just all adds up, and it will bless Isaiah 117 in such a spectacular way. More than anything, I just found out 2 days ago, there is a bank that's in our parking lot, literally in our parking lot. I could literally throw a baseball and hit the building.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's that close. They are also going to be having a lemonade stand at the same time as us on Saturday. And so I want to blow them out of the water.
Now it's like competition. If we can see another lemonade stand, it's on. And like, it's a good, healthy competition because it's all for the kids and it's all for the organization. But now it's like, come on, bring it, you know?
Yeah, I'm really excited. So we're going to have lemonade pouches for sale. We're going to have, Rachel's making cupcakes. Anna, Julie, and Mom are making cookies. Angie, our fellow flock member, actually messaged me yesterday and said, hey, can I make and donate shirts for you to sell at your stand? All of the proceeds go to Isaiah 117, and she's going to make them that say, every child matters. And I was like, yeah. So our stand's going to be, it's going to be a happening place. We're really excited. There may be a couple of children dressed up as lemons.
Maybe flagging people to come in the parking lot. Yeah.
Anyway, please help us by donating anything at all. Anything at all. We have had so many amazing, generous donators, and it just blows me away every single time my phone pings. I'm like, ah.
I know.
I'm like refreshing every 5 minutes. I text the girls. They're probably really tired of the updates.
No, never.
Anyway,
And-
if you can't come out, if you're not local and can't come out, please help us by donating.
Yeah. And over on our Oak and Lamb public Facebook page, we also have a PayPal QR code that you can scan if you do not have Venmo.
Or you can use the email address hello@oakandlamb.com and PayPal us that way as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, back to this. Let's see here. This did cut all the way through like a craft board setting. So then what we would want to do is weed off this part that does not want to be weeded. It doesn't want to go. Come on. Okay. Holographic sticker paper, I feel like, is a different breed of sticker paper. It's a little thicker than regular printable vinyl. Okay, so we weed that off. And then when we hand these out, give these out, put them in our thank you boxes. They're super easy to pull off. Oh my gosh, I love that hack. I love that hack.
I love that.
Thank you everyone for helping us get to this. I wasn't even planning this today, so that's super amazing. Super amazing. Anything, Jessa says, my oldest daughter is legally blind and other things. She's disabled. She has said for years she wants to adopt kids with disabilities. I'm proud of her for that. Jessa, that is absolutely amazing. Yes. It is phenomenal. Yeah, Megan, isn't this hack amazing? I don't know why I've never done it. I'm a fan. Holographic. We learned lots of stuff today, friends. Lots of stuff. What a fun live. You all are amazing. We have 97 watching and 60 likes. So if you happen to be watching, go ahead and hit like. I would love to see a jump. Ooh, really, likes do help us. If you are also viewing and are not a subscriber, it is free to subscribe here to the YouTube channel. So please go ahead and hit subscribe. If you want to know when we're live, we do generally go live 3 times a week, although sometimes it varies. But the easiest way to know when we're live is to click the notifications button so that you get an email when we're getting ready to go live or when we are live. So do that for us. And then if you want to support us in a more monetary way, we would appreciate that as well. So join our membership that Rach is sharing with you and use the code FUN, F-U-N, for $10 off your first month. Or if you want to jump in and get an even bigger discount, go ahead and hit the yearly subscription option and join for an entire year and get all of the benefits, crafting, cut files, free commercial use license, and community for an entire year. Let us know if you have any questions about any of that. This is our last live for this week. We do have organic content, which means pre-recorded content coming out Friday and Saturday. And then we'll be live again next week. We have some fun videos lined up for next week. One is, Fallon's gonna help me with one next week. You don't even know it, do you? We're making shrinky dinks. We're gonna make shrinky dink jewelry. You have no idea what that is. My inner 8-year-old was like, oh, shrinky dinks.
It's fascinating to watch shrinky dink, honestly.
So we're going to do shrinky dinks on a live. Fallon is going to help. I don't know, Beckett may. We'll see. We're going to do, I've already lost the other two.
Anna's doing Mondays.
Yeah, Anna's going to do the live. Remember we were talking about, I don't know how many different ways, 5 different ways to basically dress up a dollar store picture frame, how to make them better. So Anna's going to come and do that. There will likely be some laughs because she's an idiot. A lovable idiot.
A lovable one. We love her.
And then we're also going to be doing a fun decoupage project, which with the lighter and all that fun stuff. I've seen TikToks on it. I'm excited to try it.
So we're bringing fire in. I think I'm going to claim that live because I'm really excited about it.
Okay.
So I can't wait to just have fire happening. You guys get so nervous about it, and it really makes me laugh. And of course, we have some next week coming up. All of these will be scheduled out by the end of the week, so you'll be able to see 2 weeks worth of amazing content that you're going to be able to see from us here.
Well, we may as well go ahead and do the 3rd one too. I'll try to figure that out too. That way, because I'll be on vacation.
You're going to be on vacation. We already planned those.
Right, but But
You
when I
mean
come
next
back,
week?
we'll need content. So
Okay,
I may as well
okay.
just, we'll plan it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be working while on my vacation too, so I can send them to you then.
Yeah, Becca never doesn't work, truly.
No, but I love it. Anna could do one for braiding hair. She could. Yes, she could.
Linda, they're always at noon Eastern time on
Yes.
Saturdays and Fridays.
Hopefully I'll be flooding Facebook with puppy pictures soon. Yes, Kat, when is she due?
She's getting a C-section tomorrow, I think.
Is it tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow? Hang on, where's Kat?
We better have lots of bacon for that baby when she wakes up.
I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's tomorrow morning. Yep.
Someone else said, please make sure, basically to document the lemonade stand. And unless we are just so swarmed that I can't get away, which we have lots
Fingers
of people.
crossed.
Yeah, we have lots of people coming though.
Yeah.
So James and Rachel will be here, Anna and Mark, Wayne and I, Donnie and Julie, all the kids. So we should have plenty of people. I hope to be able to probably even do a little live. It will be outside, so it will be noisy, but maybe do a live, take lots of pictures so that you all can feel included. What was the material setting you used, and would you use the same setting for regular sticker paper? Sorry, yes, printable vinyl. Printable vinyl is what you'll want to use, unless you're using Cricut's printable sticker paper. If you're using their sticker paper, which I do not recommend because it's thick and gross, then use printable vinyl. If you're using the sticker paper, then there's a printable sticker paper option.
Because it's much thicker.
It's much thicker.
Yeah.
They are not good stickers.
No.
Just one puppy tomorrow, then we'll probably adopt a couple puppies from another expectant mama in a few days. Cat, oh my gosh, I'm super jealous. Oh, all the puppy loves. How is Otter gonna do with the puppies? So Kat has 3 amazing labs. I mean, phenomenal labs, but Otter is special. He's special. He is doofy and adorable and like ADHD dog. He is, I don't want to say my favorite, but he might be. I love that dog. He is like, Anna's dog Granger is not a dog person. Actually, she's not really a people person unless you get to know her. And so she was a little frightened by Otter. It was so funny. I loved it.
That's hilarious.
He just wants to
Granger's
love
like,
everyone.
I don't know
He just wants
about
to love
it.
everyone.
Yeah.
And Granger's like, have you tried Cricut's new sticker paper? Cricut has a new sticker paper?
Haven't tried it.
I didn't even,
I'm
new
sure it's
one?
way overpriced.
Hold on. Cricut printable sticker paper for scrapbooking. I don't know if this one's new or if this one's the old one. We've used their printable vinyl. I do like their printable vinyl. It's fine. It's fine.
It curls constantly.
Yeah.
If you don't keep it under something heavy, your printer barely will take it. Honestly,
It's kind of
one those
stretchy,
materials
too.
That curls, it annoys me.
Like it's like a stretchy vinyl almost.
yeah, it does have some stretch to it.
I'm sorry, Zakoto printable vinyl and then the Oracal Oragard combo. You just can't find better.
No, I agree.
Can't find better.
I agree.
Oh, the review on the Cricut sticker paper. I'm not. The worst is the title.
Oh no.
I try
Read
to.
it.
This, hold on, let me pre-read it to make sure there's nothing bad. This was money wasted. I try to avoid returns and just suck it up. The backing on the back of sheet is slick, so it will not feed through the front load printer. I purchased another cheaper brand that worked perfectly, which has no slick backing. It's the slick backing that keeps it from feeding, and then I have to click some stuff. The worst.
The worst is the title name.
This is trash.
That was
Anyway,
my title name for sure.
you all are amazing. Thank you for being here. This really has been a fun live. It's so funny because this is basics. This is Cricut basics. Yeah. And I forget how much I love teaching it. I love it.
Sometimes it's great to go back to the basics for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But have a fantastic day. Donate to the Isaiah 117 lemonade stand if you haven't already. I'll love you forever. I see every single one that comes through. Honestly, it is just overwhelming every time. I love it. And then we'll see you next week live.